in this class. Okay, so let's get started. So first of all, we are going to have a brief introduction of all our interviewees. And second, we'll talk about some situation of their cell phone use. And this third one will be the phone's influence on our interviewees' daily life. And the fourth is going to talk about a very interesting topic. It's about our friendship on the internet. And we'll go to a conclusion. So first, let's welcome Andrea to talk about our interviewees.
Okay, so first of all, I would briefly introduce our interviewees in this survey. And due to the limited time, we seldom have a chance to approach people who aren't students from NCCU. So as you can see, the 18 interviewees we interviewed are all students from NCCU. And as our expectations, most of our interviewees are around 18 or 19 years old, just like us. And in addition, the age of 90% of them ranges from 18 years old to 21 years old. And let's look at the gender. Among our 18 interviewees, 9 of them are male and 9 of them are female. The 2 9s, many of you may think that they are just a pure coincidence, which actually is. Or maybe you think the 2 9s are just pure numbers. But actually, the 2 9s represent something more significant to us. Because some of our members, and including me, are a little bit afraid of talking to strangers whose gender is opposite from us. But because of this survey, we plucked up our courage to talk to them, and we successfully interviewed them and also take pictures of them, which I think really means a lot to us. And let's look at I will share the different countries our interviewees come from. And the reason why we put the flags instead of the country's name is that we think flags is one of the most beautiful ways to represent a country. And these countries are Taiwan, United States, Indonesia, Honduras, Haiti, Macau, Vietnam, India, Malaysia, Japan, and Paraguay. And I remember the first foreign student we encountered is a 26-year-old female from India. And what's impressive is that she already has her own child, but she still devotes her time in learning. And that really makes us admire her. And that's for our brief introduction of our interviewees. And the next part of our presentation will be the situation of cell phone use presented by Sandy.
Yeah, Sandy.
So I'm going to talk about the situation of cell phone use. Let's begin with the first question. How many hours do our interviewees spend on their phone each day? As shown by the graph, most of our interviewees spend 5 or 6 hours on their phone each day. Some of them even spend 7 hours, almost 1/3 of the day on their phone. And in average, our interviewees spend roughly 5.2 hours on their phone each day. The second question is, what do our interviewees do with their phone? According to a result, most of our interviewees use their phone to browse through the social media website. And it is also normal that people use their phone to watch video and search for information. We classified the activities they do with their phone and found browsing through the social media and amusement are the 2 main activities they do with their phone. As I just said, most of our interviewees use their phone to browse through the social media. So let's take a look at the frequency. As shown by the graph, some of our interviewees check their social media website less or equal or less than once per hour. However, some of them check their social media more than 10 times per hour. there is a significant difference. And in average, our interviewees check their social media website 5.5 times per hour. After we finish the questions about the situation of our interviewees' cell phone use, we are also curious then what their parents think about it. So we ask our interviewees, have your parents ever stopped you from using your cell phone? More than half said their parents never stopped them from using their phone. There is no difference between Taiwanese and foreigners. And those who have been stopped from using their phone usually have negative feelings, such as feeling terrible, annoyed, and even frustrated. So let's move on.
Okay, then I'm going to talk about the phone use on daily life. And first, we asked them, do you think your phone use have some negative impact on your academic performance? Then you think the answer is yes. More than 12 people have said it really does influence their life, and that is 2 times as many as people who disagree. Then we asked them, have they keep studying when spending time with your family or friends? It was really cool. Like they think they didn't like it. They think they have to chat with people in person instead of phoning. And then we asked them, what would you feel when people thumping before them? They think that inappropriate, offensive, ignore, indifferent, disagree, unhappy, and uncomfortable.
And what's more, cell phones even put some users into dangerous situations. Like 3 of all interviewees have experienced it. One missed a traffic sign since paid too much attention on his phone, and another hit by the truck because he was busy checking his message, and the other almost hit by a car because he was engaging in Pokemon Go. So in light of these awful memories, some of them try to reduce the time spent on phone by doing this, like putting it away, controlling screen time, or turning off the notifications. And the next topic is internet friendship. So let's welcome Emily.
Okay, in my part, I want to share some questions about internet friendship. And the first one is that, have you ever met any new friends through the internet? 13 people say yes and 5 say no. Among these